Hi folks, it's Adria. It's Friday evening and I want to tell you about my visit to Google headquarters for the YouTube partner meetup yesterday. It was wow, amazing. I was going to take Caltrain, but I decided to do Zipcar and drive down there. That went really good. That's actually the farthest I've ever driven now in California, and certainly since moving to San Francisco. It was about an hour drive, and I got down there just fine. We immediately had lunch. I got to meet a couple of the YouTube partners. Jamoki was cool. Met a couple of the people in charge of the program. Alton, Stefan, Julie, Taylor. They were like totally helpful, and the food. Oh my God, let me talk about the cafeteria food at Google. Now you hear the word cafeteria and food and you think, oh, gross. Not the case at Google. Amazing food. The Indian food was just crazy good. I also had some Japanese foodstuffs. I, of course, helped myself at the dessert bar. It was delicious. Of course, they had American food, so you could get pizza and nachos and all that. It was like a cornucopia. It was like food heaven. And the people working at Google, like my IQ went up 30 points just arriving on campus. It was like, wow. And it was so beautiful and everything was like orderly and it was so well lit and there were high ceilings and people were meeting in small groups, just having, I'm sure, amazing conversations, although I didn't listen in, but there were three parts of the partner program. The first part was they broke us up into groups based on our channel content, right? So technology, comedy, episodic, food, whatever. Then the middle part was about the live stream where people were asking questions on the Twitter hashtag AskYT. And the third part was where they went over these presentations with us in small groups about what's expected from partners, what advertisers are looking for, some best practices, and some factoids. Like, did you know that 35 hours of content are uploaded every single hour on YouTube? Yeah, it's crazy like that there. They also talked about things like copyrights, just things that we need to be educated on. There's this whole partner area, actually, including this video on monetization, which I haven't watched, but I'm going to. Anyway, between last night and this morning, I submitted my first 15 videos for revenue sharing. I didn't have any videos enabled for it before, so I'm really, really excited about this. It was just an amazing time. I also met Phil, who does jailbreaking stuff here in the Bay. People, overall were from about 4-hour radius to Mountain View. Yeah, let me go look at my notes. I put some notes up here. The food was just crazy. I'm going to do a whole nother video about the food. I took so many photos. I had such a good time in the cafeteria. I want to say thank you to YouTube and to Google for having us. I wasn't sure how I would feel about this event or what value I would get out of it. One of the questions I did ask, though, was because they kept emphasizing the importance of meta tags, meaning the title you have, the description you have, the tags, and even the category that you're in, right? And how important that is. So I said, is there a tool which would allow us to do a mass view / export and or mass edit and be able to push that back in? And they said, well, we're not really sure we know of a tool like that. But I did do some Googling last night about YouTube, APIs, exports, data dumps and such. And I have some promising links, so we'll see if something pans out. But, if you have a couple hundred or a couple thousand videos, I mean, who wants to click within, the web interface to each one? Instead, if you could dump it out into a CSV file. Anyway, so just one of my questions. Also, some of the things I'm really excited about being in the partner program, besides just general revenue sharing, is I guess an advertiser can sponsor your entire channel. I didn't even know that. The other thing I'm really looking forward to are rentals. Now, rentals can either be for episodic content or educational content. And as you know, I do training over at Fresh Workshops, which I love. I do stuff about WordPress, Joomla, social media, SEO, and also just productivity tools for businesses. So if I could sell that directly on YouTube, where I already get a good deal of traffic from to my training site, to my blog, that'd be saving me a step. So I'm so excited about that. Yeah, total IQ boost. Once I got on campus, boom, 30 points right there in my mind. I was like, whew, I just feel smarter. I don't know if they sprinkle like wheat germ all over the campus, but things just felt smarter. My roommate told me that Building 40, which is where one of the cafeterias was, that's, how the lobby, one of the meeting areas that we were at, they said that's like a 20th of the entire campus. So I only went between 2 buildings. Oh my God, it's huge. I mean, Google, think about it. They do a lot of stuff. Yeah, they acquired YouTube in, 2006? They have search. They have analytics. They have their AdSense and AdWords. They have the Android platform, you know, which is, yeah, quickly overtaking iPhone. Haha. They have all of these platforms in which to not only monetize, but I mean, they have true presence within, a true strong presence within so many of these markets. It's like, it's amazing. Anyway, but so I was just so happy being there. One of the things I had a couple of discussions with people about was what my channel is about. Now, the single word I hear most often when people describe me or my videos or whatever, they say, you inspired me, Adria. You are inspirational. You helped me fill in the blank, overcome, whatever, right? And so that's what I am really about. I'm about inspiring people. My vehicle is technology. But what I do is I help people change their lives. You know, I empower people. And I love doing it. So although I can talk about gadgets and stuff, you know, I can be like, oh, look at this. You know, this is so interesting. Let me tell you about my camcorder. You know, I could be like, oh, let me tell you about my headphones. And yes, I have. Let me tell you about my digital camera, which also does HD video. I can do gadget reviews, but that's not really what I want to do. Instead, what I really want to do is help people understand how they can run their businesses more efficiently and effectively and deliver better products and satisfaction to their customers and use technology as the vehicle in which to do that by, so that hopefully they can have Fridays off. I mean, why not? Why does everybody have to work Monday through Friday? Why can't it be Monday through Thursday? I'm totally on board with the whole Tim Ferriss 4-hour work week thing, and so I try to implement that whenever possible for my clients, right? Anyway, so that's why I asked, like, Alton yesterday. I said, you know, one of the things I'm really interested to hear about from YouTube is you kind of the persona or the values that they are looking for in their partners. And for me, I want YouTube to be a place where people come and they find value and they feel happy when they come there and they leave feeling satisfied, like they had an amazing meal, not like where it's a dumping ground for half-ass crappy, you know, content. I want people to go, wow, I feel like I can go out into the world and like make a difference. That's what YouTube should be about. Anyway, let me, before I get going on my thing here. Anyway, it was amazing, and I cannot wait for the next partner event. I had a great time. It was good. It was better than good. It was better than good. It's great. And the other cool thing was I got to meet a lot of other partners, and I've now subscribed to several of their channels and or had conversations with them, or now I've started subscribing, following them on YouTube. I suppose we may eventually become Facebook friends, but it really gives me hope that like really amazing stuff is going to happen in the future with video. And, you know, twice it was confirmed again that YouTube is the #2 search engine. That's because people like to see other people. They like to interact. They like to be told stories. They like to laugh. So basically everything I send that video about how to make, you know, your first YouTube video rock was completely confirmed during this event. So thank you again so much, YouTube and Google, and I cannot wait to come back. I also can't wait to show you the progress I'm going to make via the partner program with my channel, with my content, and thank you so much for all the advice and the support. So with that, I'm going snowboarding tomorrow, so I'm going to have to turn in here after I watch a little bit of the hills. But I'll talk to everybody later. Thank you so much for being a subscriber and checking out my channel, and look for more stuff in the future. I'm going to get a schedule. We're gonna make some content together. Bye.